Some of the 63 former ministers that were ordered to refund the state's salaries and allowances they illegally accrued in 2016 have not yet fully complied with the Constitutional Court order to make payment within 30 days, which has since elapsed. Muvi TV News has learned some of the former ministers who have not yet paid in full what they owe the state have opted to engage lawyers to request the Constitutional Court more time in which to refund what they owe. Maxas Ng'onga, who held the position of Deputy Agriculture Minister after the dissolution of Parliament in 2016, is one of the affected individuals and justifies why he needs more time.
We are law-abiding citizens, including myself as Honorable Maxas Ng'onga. I respect the ruling of the Concord, and as everybody has indicated, we have committed ourselves to paying, that amount that has actually been requested of us, because that is what is required. But depending, on my capacity, I probably, may not pay 100% at one point, because my salary and my income intake doesn't allow me to do that. And frankly, we have requested the courts to look at our plight for those of us that may not necessarily pay the 58,000 at one go. We are committed as law-abiding citizens, but also I'm committed that, if the courts can have favor into my request, we will definitely complete the payment.
So you haven't made any payments to us?
No, I have made some payments to indicate that I am committed to paying. Okay. But I have also indicated to the lawyers that the lawyers do represent me. Even if I got 60,000 and I paid 57, what will my children eat? What will I give to those who are going to school? Indeed. So my net is far lower, not even half of what I've been charged to pay in 1 month. But that's not a reason. The courts have already ruled. So all we are saying is that can the courts consider? We are all citizens, not so. Yeah. And there are many citizens that plead through the courts to have leniency in terms of payment. But if the courts insist that no, we have to pay in 1 month, we will have no obligation. But the question is to try through the lawyers to plead for leniency. There are many of us, not only one, there are many of us that cannot afford that amount of money in 1 month.
Meanwhile, Mr. Ng'onga, who is also Kaputa lawmaker, has disclosed the newly elected PF executive leadership in Kaputa district has promised to deliver 100% votes for President Edgar Lungu in the August 12th general elections. Mr. Ng'onga says the new district executive is looking at delivering a minimum of 30,000 votes for President Lungu, who is also PF president.
So as we speak now, we have a new executive leadership in Kaputa for 2021 going forward. And this is the leadership that has promised His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia, Dr. Edgar Lungu, 100% vote as it comes to putting him back into office. We are looking to give him minimum 30,000, but we have now registered up to 40,000, voters. So as a team, we'll ensure that we get closer to 40,000 people that will be marshaled to vote. This is the greatest big news that is in Kaputa at the moment.
The ruling PF had been holding intra-party elections in Wapula and northern provinces ahead of its general conference, whose date is yet to be announced. Lazarus Sichula, Muvi TV News.